shouldn't merit be the ultimate criteria? Would you trust a doctor who has come through the reservation route with your life?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it, because the doctor is being uh, tested and not based on reservation when the doctor enters the medical school. They give the same exam, they sit for the same viva voce, they do the same practicals, and they pass. Reservation is only when you need a foot into the institution. Once you are in, you're on your own. Many a times, student is victimized because the professors are belong to the communities who have almost a historical memory of violence that they want to impose again, and there is this tenacity of having an attitude of jealousy and incompetence looked through, especially applied for Dalit and Adivasi, and in many cases now OBC students as well. Merit is something that is very arbitrary. Merit is not one thing. If it's the numerical scores that you make by remembering what 3 hours of examination you gave, that demonstrates merit, then I think monkeys who are trained to remember and regurgitate, even donkeys. We used to have an exhibition called Pannalal. Pannalal was a donkey, one of the smartest donkey. Pannalal should be the most meritorious person, because that's not how merit is tested. Merit is tested through various criteria, and one of the criteria is examination, but there are other factors: your socioeconomic background, your individual competence in different fields, and this is very clear when you apply for US admissions. They just don't look at your GRE scores; they look at all other factors, and that's where the leadership qualities and all of that make. Now, the people who look only at numerical scores don't have any of the others. They lack there. That's why they want to hold on to only numerical scores, and that numerical score is very much making a Brahmin person. Brahmins from childhood are taught Vedas and mantras, and they keep on, reciting it day and night as their ritual, and thinking about it, and almost kind of indulging into this practice. What happens when you go to exam? You are used to mugging up. It's kind of rote learning, and you just vomit in this examination, the answer sheet. However, merit cannot be tested on standalone category. Merit needs to be reflected with the society. Society is what makes merit. If you go to China, Chinese students, for example, who come to America, I mean, if you look at the GRE score, they are like, rocket high. I mean, I had a student from China. She came to study, and she spoke American English. Like she spoke like American. I said, how come? She said, I took training of English for 5 years. So what that means is that can be acquired. It's not some alone game. But what we should appreciate is merit is not sacrificed. Merit is tested throughout the career of the student, not only in their class, but also in other activities. And if you're belonging from the reserved category, there are much more harsher rules applied to you, and much more harsher mirrors that are being shown to you. And within that system, you still excel. That means that's an extraordinary merit that one can see demonstrated.